It's TMNT time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at the Neca, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Crooked Ninja Turtle gang, and a Rock Soldier in the 2-pack. Now I don't know what's up with this combination, but I'm happy to have a Rock Soldier. The Crooked Ninja Turtle is just funny. That's just weird. Showed up in like one episode, and for whatever reason the people were fooled that those were the real Ninja Turtles. Just ended up being a bunch of guys dressed up in this crappy costumes. But yeah, we got the Rock Soldier also. We already have Granitor on track. Now we have the regular generic Rock Soldier, which turned up in like the hundreds in the episodes. Very nice to have that one, and the Crooked Ninja Turtle gang is just a very weird addition, but hey, why not? Let's have a look at it. Now, for the sizes, we have the Rock Soldier, who stands at about 17, well, 18 to the top of the helmet, which means we are going up to a little over 7 inches tall, 7.1. And then for your Crooked Ninja Turtle gang guy, it's a little under 16, more like 15 and a half. And for your inches, that would be 6.1, almost 6.2 size comparisons. Here's Jolter, the SH Figure Arts Son Goku, Super 7 Leonardo, Neca Michelangelo, General Track, Granitor, and Darkseid. The Rock Soldier looks pretty top in my estimation. You have like a lot more of a blocky design, the stern look on his face, the wide shoulders, and overall looking like a big beefy powerhouse. And I love this face sculpt, even though the long giraffe neck looks kind of weird with it. But that's the design of the character. I would have really much liked if it was more connected to his big wide shoulders. However, yeah, the face sculpt, I love this stern kind of soldier look on it. Like, he's serious. He's all about business. The line work on here, he's also very clean, especially in the face. Well, there's a little bit of bleeding on his right eye. Now, what I think is somewhat weird about this, throughout the entire Neca cartoon line, the same thing that always reoccurred with every character is that you have like the duotone in the figure, that the back of the character was always in a little bit of a darker shape of the body color to give it more of a cartoon look. They didn't really do that with this 2-pack, and I'm just kind of finding it weird why. The other thing I find weird, now on one hand I gotta praise the texturing on it. It looks like actually rock texture all throughout the skin, and I mean all throughout the skin, but not all throughout the skin, because the torso doesn't really have anything. This part especially looks pretty muddy because it lacks that texturing, and also the paint on here, the line work, are a little bit off to the side. So that's the things that really pop out in the bat. But still, the figure looks amazing. The paint job on the rest of the figure all throughout it, I have zero problems with the line work, and also the colors. The shows is still nice and colorful, but still looks, you know, have like rock tones, if that makes any sense. You know, the darker brown and a little bit more of a brick tone on there as we move down to the legs. I also like the joints in there. I know they don't line up completely with the color, but I feel like it's good enough for this guy in particular. As we go down to the big rock thighs, and they paint the joints down here as usual, but that just flakes off, so it's kind of pointless. But anyway, and then we have the boots, which have the black and a little bit of gray lines going around it, and also some molded detail in there. But overall, very happy with this guy. I gotta be honest, this kind of Crooked Turtle Gang character, it's kind of hard to come up with stuff to say because it's just so wonky, and I can't even comprehend who thought about making this. But still, it's cool, it's funny, it's a unique piece. So let's get into the amazing back hats that he has. I love the classic turtle mouth that it looks like an 8, and you know, the gritted teeth that we had on like so many figures, that they brought that to the show in terms of like a bootleg Ninja Turtle outfit is absolutely amazing. Small eyes, and they all have the red headbands. Well, I say all, you only get one, but in the show the Turtle Gang was like 3 guys. And then we have the shell also just painted in the front. It feels like it would just be painted on the shirt, but they actually also molded. So the Crooked Turtle Gang did some extra work on that. The shell looks like it's melting. It looks like something that's inflatable but hasn't been inflated. So It's so funny. And also the line we're going here, I haven't really seen any big blemishes so far. We have a very simple gray belt with the black in the front. And they didn't have any money for elbow pads, so they just have these armbands. Still in the red. And as I was saying about the Rock Soldier, I have to repeat the same thing here. Don't have any of the duotone in the figure. It's just green all throughout it. And we go down to the brown pants, which is just grandpa pants or whatever. Like, these looks awful. I'm not a fashionista or anything, but this is just gross looking. Also, you might notice I have trouble straightening out the legs because the lower half of the knee is completely frozen on both sides. And the problem is with moving that around and even heating it up, the joint itself will also just get wobbly. So I'll continue trying to fix it as we move on with this review, but I don't know about it. And then we have the shoes, the turtle feet shoes. I would actually wear this. Where can I buy this? This looks like hella comfy slippers, and with some more line work down on it. And yeah, it's a really basic, wonky design, but well executed, so can't complain. Now, how good is the articulation of a rock? I'd say decent. First of all, the head moves backwards quite nicely, but doesn't really move forward because of the big chin, but also tilt side to side a little bit and would swivel all the way around. I say would because I have to hold on to the neck. As you can tell, the neck also rotates all the way around and does tilt side to side and does go back and forth. So you combine these two, and the backward motion is pretty decent. The forward motion, it's alright. Then for the shoulders, have a big hinge in there, and it can also swivel the shoulder around, and you do not have a bicep swivel. However, you have this double hinge over here, which kind of functions as a bicep swivel. Have these go up all the way, and you have another hinge for the fist. You can bring that back and forth, and also can be used as a swivel. Then the chest area is the same thing. It's just a swivel. I don't know if they have a ball in there, but you can only get some wiggle motion out of it, so that's kind of neither here nor there. Then we have the hips, which you can also swivel around, breaks up the sculpt a little bit. I guess it still looks fairly natural for the big rock guy. And then the legs move forward nicely, actually a lot more than I expected, then to the side and also to the back quite nicely. You can also rotate it on here, and you have just a simple hinge in the knee, no double, triple, so a little bit limited in that regard. Can you actually rotate the boot? I haven't tried that out. Well, you don't need to because you can rotate the knee. Haha, there you go. And then you have the foot, which I don't know if it's ratcheted, but it does hold the pose quite nicely. Goes back and forth and has also a pivot. And actually, yeah, this guy is sturdy. No pun intended, but all the joints on here are very nice and keep the pose, and I'm very happy with that. Unfortunately, I can't say the same thing for the crook turtle guy. So first and foremost, the head. Well, that one is very nimble because they left a bunch of room in there, and also there's like a little bit of the chin painted on there. So you can also swivel that one around, tilt the head side to side, and bring it back and forth. And again, combine it with the neck, goes forward nicely, goes to the back, and does go side to side. Shoulder is the exact same thing. You have a hinge, you can bring that up and rotate it. Also, the entire chest shirt, by the way, is soft plastic. It doesn't really accomplish anything though. I wondered if there's anything under there, but I can't really figure that out. So we have the simple hinge in the elbow, can bring that up and down, and also limited in its rotation because it kind of pushes back if you move it too far forward. And I would be careful and not try to break it off, right? Then we have another hinge in the fist, so you can bring that up and down and also use it as a swivel. And for the chest area, as I was saying, since it's soft plastic, and it feels like there's something up here, but yeah, you don't have any room to do it. The plastic just pulls it back. So all we have is the hip part once again, and you can try to push it, but I'm not really accomplishing anything up here. Also goes to the back, and you can obviously have a swivel for this area. It just completely breaks up the sculpt in this regard though. So I'm not too happy about it. Like, just, it would have been better if the shirt, since they're doing it soft plastic anyway, would have just made the whole shirt part and have the pants swivel. So then we wouldn't have this problem with it. Now for the legs, they move forward. Decent enough, move out to the side, move to the back, and you can also rotate it on here. And by the way, the legs are quite wobbly, not really as sturdy as the Rock Soldier. Unfortunate. As we move back down to the knees, as I was saying, the lower knee half just, it does not want to cooperate. I tried heating it up multiple times by now. I tried kind of moving in with a knife to loosen it up a little bit, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. It would go all the way up and it would completely straighten out if it was cooperative. Let's try the other one just real quick, but I don't feel... Oh, okay, we move that one out. And we move it up. Okay, success on this side. We also have a swivel down on the leg, and the foot also has a nice pivot, goes side to side, forward and to the back. Not as sturdy, but still does the job. For the accessories, there's quite a bunch of good stuff. Starting off with the Rock Soldier has 2 hands, so you got like one a little bit more open hand and the trigger finger hand specifically for the big cartoon rifle. Still looks fairly realistic for a cartoon gun, but you know, it was back in the 80s and the early 90s where people weren't so pissed off about that and weren't crying around because it just, I don't know. Does it make it more fearsome if the gun looks more realistic? I don't really care, it's still a cartoon. So yeah, then we have actually another rifle. It looks the same as the other one. No, it doesn't have a scope. So for the rest of it, same rifle. We have a bit of ooze or mutagen, which has always in this like bluish purple canister container, which has some line work on it, which I don't know, it goes kind of crazy over there. And then we have a, I think that's for the crook turtle guys, so let's keep that out. And we have this long stick with a spike on it, or was it some kind of energy spike? I'm not sure about that anymore. And I think this little round thing, which is probably just gonna roll off the table. Yeah, it's just like a disco ball with some dots on there. And I guess there's a button over there. It's a weird thing. It's a weird small little thing. Put it back over there so I don't lose it. And then we have what I would call a Morning Star, but it doesn't have sparks. So is it then still a Morning Star? Probably not, but that's what it is. Even has some molded details in there, which is pretty darn cool. And real chain. Always, always, always appreciate it. Then we have a little bit more of a pirate looking sword. I don't know, not really ninja swords, but however, we have the nunchucks, which are so ninja, they were banned back in the day by the UK because you can't have a ninja in a kid show. Yeah, that actually happened. These are supposed to be ninja stars, I guess. I mean, this one's fine, but what is these? That kind of looks more like a Star Trek logo or whatever. And then we have, for the hands, we have like an open hand and a just straight up closed hand, and then another open hand and another straight up closed hand. I don't know why they package it like this. I just take it out of the packaging as I have it presented to me, and then you have both holding hands for all the weaponry. Final thoughts! I love the Rock Soldier. Please marry me, Rock Soldier Kun! Oh my god, yeah, the Rock Soldier is amazing. I have zero problems. He's rock solid, pun absolutely freaking intended. And the Crook Ninja Turtle guy is funny. I think that's really it. It's like a funny addition. Do I think it's absolutely 100% necessary in every Ninja Turtle collection? No. But the fact that they did it, it's still funny, and it's a good figure, which has a ton of accessories. So, yeah, double thumbs up on this 2-pack, and I'm honestly considering buying another one, because I kind of want another Rock Soldier, because the figure is just so damn good. I love it. And, but it takes up too much space. But anyway, I'm rambling again. Yes, I do recommend this 2-pack. I think it absolutely delivers on both figures, actually. Don't really have huge issues with them. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever the Crook Ninja Turtle Kang guy and the Rock Soldier want. Yeah, I messed that up. Ninja Turtle Kang Krang guy. Anyway, goodbye.